Hey there, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube. Today, I know it's the big thing on YouTube, like just on the retro community, to show our pickups and what what we find when we're out looking. And usually, I don't really have a lot of good stuff, but lately, I've been doing it for maybe 2 months, and I really don't usually find anything. But this last 2 weeks has been pretty big, and it wasn't until today. Today was my real. To me, it's big. You guys probably who cares? Basic stuff, but to me, I love stuff I found. It's incredible for me because I'm just getting back into my old video game retro hunting. I haven't done this in a long time, so I just wanted to make a quick video today, show you guys what I found, and just, I'm happy. So, because I go to the flea markets. I've gone to the flea market up in Michigan, and it's awful. Just plain awful. It's they're selling $10 for NES sports games, $10 for Super Nintendo sports games. It's ridiculous. They don't work with you on prices. They don't. They won't come down. They don't want to package deals. So whatever you do, Paw Paw, Michigan, avoid it. Avoid their flea market. It's awful. You might get lucky. I've been going there trying to. Some of the vendors said they would start stocking some, or not stocking, but they would look around their house to see if they could have any old video games. But the resellers, just awful pricing. They do not want to work. So without further ado, I'm going to go over what I've actually found this week, and over the last 2 weeks. But yeah, all right. For now, for these first two items, I actually got really lucky on Facebook. I had the original Super Nintendo when I was a kid. I never actually had this one, so it was really cool to find. She just had a thing on Facebook on a garage sale thing. She was selling one. And this was really cool. I never had the newer style. I always had, the one I had was, the ones that really yellowed, the bottom on them yellowed really hard. So I had the big one, not this cool little one that looks reminiscent of the original, when they remade. I don't know if the NES was reminiscent of this one, or this was reminiscent of the NES. I'll have to look that up. But to me, it looks like the old NES top loader. That's what it looks like to me. I don't know if did they make new controllers of this, or did they, just use the original Super Nintendo controllers. But anyway, she had this for $10, and I was like, wow. All right. Yeah. That was really cool. And on top of this, she had a bunch of random, SNES games, Wario's Woods, Zelda, which I should have picked the Zelda up because she only asked me for $5 for it, and now it's $25 a copy. But I had mine from when I was a kid. I was like, I didn't need an extra copy. It's all good. I wasn't thinking I could have trade bait. I could trade to someone else for something. But she pulled this out, and I got a little intrigued. Yeah. The strategy guide alone, I haven't seen one of these strategy guides in forever. I used to have a Chrono Trigger one, and I lost it. It really, to this day, irks me. I still have my Chrono Trigger, I just don't have the strategy guide. But this is really cool. It's really mint shape. It's got a teeny bit of wear in the corner right here. That's it. It's in really good shape. It's even got the Babbage's price tag on it. I don't know if any of you guys know what Babbage's is. For us, it was around here in Elkhart. It was a really cool store. It was basically the EB of this area. And then this, it's... I could not believe this. It's ridiculous. The book is a little worn, but it's really cool. And she even had the map. Friggin' map. How awesome is that? It's just a map, but it's really cool, and it's my map. So anyway, she pulled these out. I just saw it sitting there. I thought, oh, she's gonna want a lot of money for this. You don't find Super Nintendo games in the box. So I was just like, how much do you want? She says, I don't care. It's my husband's. I'm just getting rid of it. It's my husband's. I'm just getting rid of it. So I was like, would you take 10? So for $20, I got this, the strategy guide, and the Super Nintendo. Amazing, because I know this game commands a pretty good price, and I always wanted to play this. So to me, it's the only decent boxed game I have. I'm just getting into collecting, so this is really cool. Love this game. Just with a little bit I've played of it, we're not supposed to use the big E word. I tried it on an emulator. But, yeah. And I mean, the way I see it is, I have a hardcover copy. I'm going to play the emulated version before I even start touching this, because the game is in great shape. So yeah, there's that. So yeah, that's a really good find. And on to this next stuff. And I don't really collect PC games, but I could not pass up Diablo 2 Battle Chest for $10. I mean, it's probably cheaper other places, but you don't see this in stores anymore. You can buy this digitally online from Blizzard, but I don't know. It was cool. It was still sealed. It was at a local flea market that now, like, they know me. They're keeping stuff back for me, so it's really cool. If they get any video game stuff in, they keep it back. So yeah, Diablo 2 Battle Chest. That's pretty cool for $10. Classic Diablo gaming right there. Alright, and there's a flea market nearby. It's not really video game related, but there's a flea market nearby that, I don't know if you guys remember the old Disney Afternoons. Comic book series. Yes. The Disney Afternoon comic book series. This is so cool. And it's 13, I think it's like 10-ish, it's 10 issues. 10 issues of the old Disney, Disney Afternoon comic book series. It is so cool. Most of it features Darkwing Duck for the most part. There is some that has Goof Troop. But for the most part, Darkwing was the big comic book in the series. The big one. So yeah, that was pretty cool. I only had to pay like $15 for this. I know a lot of people it's probably a lot, but for me, that's my childhood. And I managed to pick out, he gave through these in with it. They're old postcards. So that was really cool. That was a really cool find. He threw that in for me. That was awesome. Alright. And then last week, a friend, she had a yard sale. It was an old friend from high school. I hadn't talked to her in a while. And she actually had these three. Now 13's not that big. I played this on the GameCube, and I really liked this game, and I never had it on the PC, so I said, if the price is right, I'll pick it up. And this is a really cool game. I recommend this. It was a really cool game. I wish it had a sequel. Or not a sequel, just made another game like it. It was really cool. I like 13. And these, I never played the Star Wars games for Super Nintendo. I mean, I had all RPGs for the most part. Aladdin, Double Dragon for the Super Nintendo. Most all RPGs. This is really cool. I've never played them before. It's going to give me a chance to play them. The boxes are a little rough, but they're complete in box. They got books. They got everything. I mean, it comes. She gave them to me for like $5 for all three. So I mean, I can't complain. It's got the book. I can't complain at all. She was just digging around in her garage. She remembered I said on Facebook I was looking for old games. And she did me a deal, so that's awesome. I'm still looking for the original in box so I can have a complete set, but that's really cool. Yeah. Let's see here. Alright. And I went to the flea market in Michigan that I said stay away from. I don't know, it does have some cool stuff. It's not really video game related, but, Darkwing Duck, Roboduck, come on, that is awesome. That's cool. Pick them up for a quarter piece. I mean, you can't really complain about that. That's awesome. Now this next one, it's one of those stories you don't really, people talk about, but you really don't think, oh, it'll ever happen to me. But I went to a Salvation Army, and sitting at the bottom of the pile, there was VHS players or DVD players, and I'm looking through all this stuff, don't think anything's gonna be there. And I see the word turbo at the bottom. I'm like, okay, no way there's gonna be one sitting here. And surprise, surprise, look what is sitting at the bottom of a bunch of DVD and VHS players. Holy crap. $5. $5. I could not believe it. They had it listed with just a bunch of DVD players. Crappy old DVD players. They thought it was an old DVD player. I could not believe it. I was floored. So, it didn't come with anything. This is all it came with. I picked up a Genesis video cord because I heard the Generation 1 will work with this. I am still looking for a power cord. I'm wary. I don't want to try using a universal power cord with it because I hear that, you know, these things are finicky with their power sources, so I don't want to use a universal cord. I want to try to pick up an original or one compatible with it, like maybe an aftermarket that they made. But yeah, these things are hard to find, very hard to find. It's fantastic. I love it. I had one of these when I was a kid. My dad actually had one. And I played East on it, East 2. I still have East 1, 2, and 3. I still have Loom. I have the games, I just don't have the system anymore, so it's fantastic right here. So, and there's a guy on YouTube I saw that does capacitor changes and mods them to put the the audio cables and has video on it. So I want to try to get a hold of him to see if he can actually do it for me. So yeah, that's really cool. That is just really awesome. $5. I'm not going to complain if it doesn't work. Okay, and then just during the week, they're nothing special. They were $1 a piece. I got Battle Clash because my buddy at work just gave me a Super Scope. It does have a sensor, but you know I want to try to find a sensor without, you know, by itself. Super Bases Loaded, and just $1 a piece. You know, Mario Paint. Still need to get a mouse for it, so that's really cool. Not gonna quibble for $1 a piece. Alright, and then this week's find. There's a little place that's near my house. It's actually not. It's, you know, it's moderately priced. It's a retail store, so you're gonna pay retail prices. 7 Saga. I've wanted to play this for years, so he threw it at me for $12. It's a little more I wanted to pay. I only wanted to pay 10, but he wouldn't go down. So you know, I've heard this is one of the more difficult games on the Super Nintendo. That's what I hear. So I really want to play it. I don't refuse to emulate. I just would rather play on a Super Nintendo game. Burger Time for the Intellivision. I got that for $5. So that's really cool. So yeah, I mean it's complete in box. It's got pretty much everything. I haven't even opened it up yet. It's got all the stuff. Yep. See, Burger Time. I don't know if there's supposed to be a front label on this. If one of you wants to drop me a comment, let me know. Looks like there's sticker residue, or not a sticker. No, there's not sticker residue. I don't think there was. I don't know much about the Intellivision. I don't know much about it. You know, I don't have one. I want one. But yeah, I mean it's really cool. It's got the Burger Time book. Cartridge instructions. It's got a little book for the Intellivision. Just a little book with a bunch of stuff. 90-day limited warranty with it still. Yeah. Oh wait, what are these? Burger Time. What are these? These stickers? What are these? Direction. Okay. I don't know what this is. If anybody, like I said, I don't have an Intellivision. If you want to tell me what these are for these for playing the game? I have no idea what they're for. That's really cool. I have no idea. So yeah, if you want to tell me what these are, if anybody knows, because I have no idea. I've never played. I didn't think Burger Time would have any inserts with it. That's kind of cool. But yeah. And if you get a chance, if you find it anywhere for a reasonable price, Otage. It's one of the last games made, for the Xbox, the original Xbox. I'm looking for Otage 1 right now. If you don't know the phrase, none shall pass, you've never played the first Otage. It was annoying. But Otage 2, I never played it. I always wanted to play it. I saw it in stores for $20. Had a copy, sold it to me for $5. I always wanted to play this. So that was a damn good find. I mean, you can't find this. This game, it may not be sought after because people don't know what Otage is. It was a great game for the original Xbox. I haven't played Otage 2, so I don't know, but the first one, fantastic game. Fantastic game. And, I mean, you know, they don't put out very many good games anymore. You know what I'm saying, Sega? Damn good series right here. So, for this next find, I've been talking to this woman for a couple weeks now, and she's been telling me she's got some Sega stuff at home. You know, she's got like a Sega that takes batteries, and now I'm thinking, well, Sega that takes batteries, that's either a Game Gear or a Nomad. So I'm like, hey, yeah, bring it in. I'll take a look at it. I mean, I'm sitting here like, maybe it's a Nomad. Maybe it's a Nomad. Let it be a Nomad. So I get there, and it's funny because the thing on top is not even a Nomad. It's not even Sega. I couldn't believe it. I see this thing sitting on top, and I'm like, wow, I want this. I want this. I'm not walking out of here without it. This is bad. So yeah, I looked at the calendar. I couldn't believe what I saw. I've been looking for these for years, but they're not too common around where I live. This is freaking awesome. I have always wanted a 3DO. Now, it's not the Gold Star. Would I have rather have the Gold Star? Who wouldn't rather have the Gold Star? But this is freaking cool. I've never actually held one of these in my hands, so this is really cool. It's just the Panasonic FC10. It's the more common model. It's the top loader. The Gold Star was a front loader, basically a DVD player that popped out. I mean, this system I didn't really know anything about. I played it at Sears back in the day, but I never looked at it. It was actually really cool. Wow, they had the forethought to put AV hookups, S-video, and it just takes basically a PlayStation power cord. I mean, it's incredible. I don't know what the other ports are for. This expansion slot or... Oh, it's got an RF out, and you can change the channel, so that's kind of cool. But I don't know if this works yet. But for the price I'm going to tell you I paid for this, the whole package, it's a steal. Even if it doesn't work. The only downside is there's... Oh, what the heck? Okay. Only downside is, it came complete. It's got everything you need. The Panasonic 3DO controller. The only downside is the end right here, the plug-in. You can kind of see in the video it's got some corrosion here. If anybody has an idea on how to clean corrosion off of a controller, that would be very helpful. Because it's a little dirty. I don't know if it's going to work. Hopefully it still does. But yeah, it's got corrosion on this chrome part right here on the end. It's all around it. So, you know, hopefully the controller still works. If not, if anybody has any idea how to clean it without actually hurting the controller, the part right here, just leave me a comment in the comment section below. I'd really like to know. But with the 3DO, she threw in with the 3DO, she threw in a couple decent games. Well, I don't know, they're probably not decent by any means, but yeah, that is cool. With the 3DO, she threw in a couple games. Space Ace, everybody knows Space Ace. If you never heard of Space Ace, I mean, go look it up. It's been ported to every system. It's on the Super NES. It's on the Xbox, PS1, PS2. It's been on everything. So it's on DVD. They had a DVD game of it. So that's really cool. Way of the Warrior, really bad Mortal Kombat knockoff. I mean, it's even got the pre-owned GameStop sticker on it. So, that's kind of cool. And Wing Commander 3. I didn't even know they made this for the 3DO, so that's really cool. I mean, she wanted to charge $5 a piece for each one. I'm like, woman, this is one complete game. You don't charge $5 a piece for the same game. It's 4 discs. So... And then she just had 2 books. She said she'd look at home for them. I hope she does, because my buddy was telling me Need for Speed is supposed to be the best one for the old consoles. It's like on the 3DO, it's supposed to be the best one. And I've never seen... I mean, I love that company, SSL. They made a lot of good Dungeons & Dragons games back in the day. So, Slayer, never seen it. I hope she finds the stuff at home, even if it's just the discs. So, yeah, that was it for the 3DO. That was just part of the package. And then she threw in this, it's actually, I actually kind of need it. It's a Mad Catz, one of those turn 1 AV into 4 AVs. So it's really handy. Kind of nice that hopefully it still works. I've always wanted one for my old systems because I don't have enough AV ports on my TV. And then, okay, she tells me she's got a handheld that takes batteries. Okay, are you ready for this? A handheld that takes batteries. A freaking CDX. I was ecstatic about this. I wanted a Sega Genesis with the CD attachment. No. My buddy was shocked that this was even an L cart. Where I live, this stuff's pretty uncommon, and if it is here, they want insane amounts of money for it. Insane. I mean, it's ridiculous. They want more. They want eBay prices or above. So that's really cool. And she actually didn't charge me. I didn't realize there was a game in there. I don't think she did either until I got home. It's the Sega CD Sega Classics disc. So, I mean, it's probably, I don't know if it just came with the Sega CD or what, or if it came with the system. But I've never played Streets of Rage. I've never played Revenge of Shinobi. I've never played Golden Axe, Columns. I'm not really, all excited about Super Monaco GP, but hey, this is really cool. So, yeah, that's really cool. It came with the Sega Genesis controller, or the Sega CD controller. I don't know why, for some reason, there's a PlayStation RF. I don't know why. Like the really old one with the 3 plugs. I don't know why. I have no idea. But it's really cool. I mean, she's got the what the heck? That's gotta be for the TurboDuo. Yeah, that's for my TurboDuo. Yeah. I bought an aftermarket AV cable for the TurboDuo. That's really cool. It sucks that she didn't have any of the games for it, but she said she's going to look around the house for more. I told her she didn't know if it works or not, so the last time they played it worked, and that was like 10 years ago. And then at the same place, I don't know if it's worth anything or not. Bust a Move 99. I know Bust a Move. I love Bubble Bobble, and Bust a Move's a lot like it, so that's really cool. Bust a Move for the PlayStation. The disc isn't in the best of health. But if anything, I might see. I mean, it's a little rough. I don't know if you can see. Yeah, you can see the smudges. They weren't coming off my finger. They weren't moving around. So I'm gonna see if I can get a buffer. If it doesn't work, hopefully it does. I could probably take some rubbing alcohol to it because maybe some of it will come off. But Bust a Move 99. It's really cool. For $1, I knew I had to have it right there. And then today, funny story. I was supposed to work. And I had this thing. It's a running joke that goes around. I volunteer to work Saturdays, and they'll come around on a Saturday and be like, "Who wants to go home?" My hand's first one up in the air, and I'm like, "Hey, what are you doing up there? Get back down here." But yeah, the running joke is I always sign up for Saturdays. I'm always the first one to go home. Always. Who wants to work a Saturday? Come on, really? I want the money, but I really don't want to work a Saturday. I am working tomorrow though. Double time, buddy. Double time. But I think it's lucky I didn't work today because on my way home, I was passing a garage sale. And I figured, I just had my luck yesterday. I just found the Panasonic and the CDX. I figured, it's been a good week. I'm not stopping this thing expecting anything. It was just a church garage sale. And I started going through their stuff, digging around. And this woman had a bunch of dresses on a box. I mean, all of a sudden I just saw... I just saw a little bit of orange. It's all tangled up. It's all tangled up. All I saw was a little bit of orange, So I'm digging. I see a teeny bit of orange under the dress. And I'm like, I want to know what that is. I mean, the gun's nothing special. So, I saw this sitting at the bottom underneath a pile of dresses in a box. So I kept digging. And sitting in this is, it's got a little black mark, but for the most part, it's a very pristine, decent looking. I mean, I could probably take some. Yeah, the black's actually scraping off a little bit. An NES. So I found an NES and 5 games with 2 controllers. I mean, she just had piling some dresses. I mean, it was just, RC Pro-Am. I had that game when I was a kid. I wanted it again. And, World Games. I was like, oh, it's just some basic games. Nothing really special. Then I get below those. Uh-oh. Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, and Double Dragon. I've wanted these games for a while for my NES, and they're just sitting right here at this church garage sale, not even 3 minutes from my house. So I asked the woman, what do you take for all this? What do you want? And she's like, I wouldn't even know. Make me an offer. Now, I was thinking about going the Shady J route. I mean, you know, $2. But I didn't want to insult her. I was like, I really don't know what to offer you for this. I really don't know what. I don't want to insult you. She's like, well, how about $5? Now, when she said $5, I was floored. $5? Really? $5 for these 5 games? The Zapper, 2 controllers, and NES? It took everything from my mouth to drop open, because around here, you're lucky if you get an NES by itself for under $20. People do not want to let go of that stuff. This retro game craze is going insane. People are just, it's like gold. It's gold now. That's what people around where I live in Indiana, they think everything is gold. Everything. They sell sports games for $10. You know, it's ridiculous. You know, I mean, I pay $10 for Tecmo Super Bowl. I pay $10 for Tecmo Bowl. But you know, Ken Griffey Jr. Baseball for Super Nintendo or for the 64 or whatever, they want $10. Really? I took $10 out and said, "Here you go, $10." And she was happy. I was happy. Yeah, the Double Dragon kind of makes a rattle sound and has a little bit of wear on it, but you know, for $10, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining the slightest. I've never had these titles. I've always wanted these titles. So for this last week, I mean, oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, for the Panasonic 3DO and the Sega CD and all those games I got at the flea market, $50. I called my buddy because I wasn't sure if $50 is a little more than I want to pay, and he immediately just said, "Shut up and give me your money and walk out." He's like, "Shut up, give me your money, leave the store now. That stuff is priceless even if it doesn't work." So, $50, hey. But for, you know, it's been a good week. It really has. I've been looking for 2 months now, ever since I watched the Game Chasers. You know, I've wanted to go around looking for a while. It's just, I didn't think I'd find anything. And then I got inspired after watching them see everything they were finding. So, yeah. That's it for this week. I mean, it's pretty much all I found. I'm probably going to do another video in like 2 weeks. Maybe, I don't know. Depends, you know, if people like this video and I can find some other stuff, you know, let me know. Leave me a comment in the comment section below. Drop a like if you like the video. Probably going to be some dislikes. People hated my Game Chasers parody. I've got like 5 dislikes on it. But hey, that's, you know, that's the way Game Chasing go, you know. That's the way I look, going out looking. That's what you know, I do what I do. I'm going to keep making the videos whether people like them or not. I'll keep trying to improve and make them better. My name is Wonderduck234. Thanks for stopping by my channel and checking out my video, and you guys have a great day. Peace. By the way, guys, I forgot to mention, all the songs you've heard here are actually from a YouTuber named S-Beast. His music is really awesome. He does metal covers of video game songs. There's one song that wasn't, actually. It's the beginning song for East 2 to make it into battle. So check out that song. It's really good. Check out S-Beast. He does a really good job with his metal covers. And have a good one, guys. Check out his music. It rocks.